how about this? These shots are just into us here at Sky Sports News. This plane landing into Manchester in the last hour or so.
The blueprint for tomorrow, City clinch the Moroccan prodigy. Manchester City have once again flexed their immense financial and strategic muscle in the transfer market, decisively meeting the robust valuation set by Lille to secure the services of Morocco's breakout teenage sensation, Ayyoub Bouaddi. The reigning Premier League champions moved with characteristic speed and precision, wrapping up a blockbuster agreement that prevents Europe's other elite clubs from hijacking the continent's most talked-about starlet. The deal materializes directly on the heels of a mesmerizing display on the world stage, where the 18-year-old midfielder captured the collective imagination of the football world during the group stages of the FIFA World Cup. His raw, unyielding talent, combined with a rare tactical maturity for a player of his age, elevated him from a highly regarded League One prospect into an absolute must-have global phenomenon. A vision confirmed. The architect behind this ambitious acquisition has identified the Moroccan international as an absolutely vital component of his upcoming technical blueprint. Looking ahead to the squad's tactical evolution at the Etihad, the manager views Bouaddi's press-resistant passing and dynamic positional awareness as an ideal fit for the demanding system deployed in Manchester. The scouting department at Manchester City had been monitoring the youngster's exponential rise at Lille long before the tournament kicked off. However, his dominant performances against top-tier international opposition in North America transformed tentative long-term planning into an immediate, aggressive recruitment drive. For the City leadership group, led by incoming sporting director Hugo Viana, securing the teenage maestro aligns perfectly with the club's tradition of refreshing the squad with world-class youth. Bouaddi is not merely a depth signing for the future, he has been earmarked as a pillar around whom the next generation of City's midfield supremacy will be constructed. Structuring the switch. Negotiations between the two clubs moved rapidly when Manchester City indicated they were entirely comfortable matching Lille's steep financial demands, which hovered between the €80 million and €100 million mark. Realizing the historic premium placed on World Cup standouts, City's decision-makers opted to bypass tedious bargaining to swiftly cross the finish line. The final structure of the agreement satisfies all parties, particularly utilizing a strategic loan-back clause that serves as a win-win for both institutions. By allowing Bouaddi to remain at the Stade Pierre-Mauroy for the upcoming campaign, Lille retains their prized asset for another domestic and European run, while City ensures the player guarantees consistent, familiar first-team minutes. This deliberate arrangement echoes City's previous successful transfer structures, notably reminiscent of the patience exercised with previous South American and European signings. It allows the youngster a serene environment to continue polishing his immense potential without being immediately thrust into the relentless spotlight and physical meat grinder of the Premier League. The world stage audition. The footballing world truly stood up and took notice during Morocco's exhilarating World Cup campaign, where Bouaddi's fearlessness was laid bare. Facing footballing superpowers like Brazil, the teenager dictated the tempo of the match from the center of the park, showing a level of composure that defied his teenage years and left seasoned veterans chasing shadows. His statistical profile throughout the tournament's opening stages revealed a player perfectly tailored for modern football. Boasting elite ball retention numbers under extreme pressure and an intuitive ability to break opposition lines with forward passes, he quickly became the crown jewel of the Atlas Lions' golden generation. It was this distinct mix of raw physical capability and hyper-intelligent spatial awareness that convinced Manchester City's hierarchy to strike. They recognized that waiting until the conclusion of the tournament or the subsequent domestic seasons would only invite a chaotic bidding war that could drive his price tag well beyond reasonable valuation. Waiting for the arrival. With the contract signed, medical assessments mapped out, and the financial guarantees finalized, the monumental deal is officially considered done and dusted. The frantic speculation that typically characterizes summer sagas has been entirely neutralized, leaving rival suitors like Arsenal and Paris Saint-Germain left to look elsewhere. For the player himself, the immediate path forward is beautifully clear as he focuses entirely on finishing his responsibilities on the international circuit. He can compete with the liberating knowledge that his long-term future is secure at the absolute pinnacle of club football. The agreement is fully locked in. Manchester City have completed the paperwork, and the player will formally begin his journey as a citizen once his development block concludes. Now, the blue half of Manchester settles into a patient watch, eagerly awaiting the day the Moroccan prodigy completes his developmental walk-up and makes his highly anticipated walk down the tunnel at the Etihad Stadium. Until that celebratory day arrives, the message from the transfer market elite remains definitive: here we go.
This video and subscribe.